Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Today we're not doing the Minecraft series, today we are doing something a little bit different. We are going to be talking about everything that happened at Minecraft Live this year. I'm a little bit late to the party on this because I've been doing some things, but today we're going to be going over everything for the Caves and Cliffs update 1.17 that is due to be released next year. And oh boy, it looks like it's probably going to be the best update that's come to Minecraft in a long time. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So today I thought I would compile everything that came from it, and we're going to explain some things. I'll show you some screenshots and things like that, and we'll take a look at what we are hopefully going to be experiencing soon. Once the snapshots come out, I will be doing videos on them. I want to get into Minecraft a lot more, so I will be posting updates on everything Minecraft, and there's going to be a lot more Minecraft videos coming out. So well, let's jump into it. So before we get into the caves, obviously we need to talk about the cliffs first. Now the cliffs are getting some little changes. The first change is that they're going to be height dependent generation now, which means obviously if the height is higher, then you'll get bigger cliffs, more scarier cliffs I should say, which is going to be kind of cool. We've also got new snow, we've got powdered snow, we've got goats, I'll talk about them a little bit more, and we've got snow blocks as well that are on the mountains. Now the only picture we have is this one on screen for you now, but wow, oh boy, does that not look awesome. There's going to be so many things that people are going to be able to build through these new cliffs. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and I think they look really nice as well, just on a world like generation point of view. So that's going to be really cool. So in addition to the cliffs, we also have a new mob, which is goats, something a little bit different. Now goats will appear in the cliff areas and jump really high. Apparently this will be 2 full blocks, which is quite interesting. And also if you aggravate them and things like that, they will like storm at you and bash you, and they will send you flying off the side of the cliffs as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think they can be bred with carrots. What else you can do with them hasn't really been announced much yet, but I'll keep you guys up to date with them. But yeah, that's something kind of cool. But yeah, that's I thought that were kind of cool. So goats are going to be one of the main additions to the mountains, and I don't know if you get any meat from it or anything like that. Like I said, this type of information hasn't been said yet, so we will have to wait for that sort of thing. But that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for above ground. Not much has been said about much else that's happened above ground. Obviously, if there are any sort of changes in snapshots and things like that that haven't been documented, when the snapshots come out and we take a look at those, I will update you guys with everything that has been changed. So now it's time to go underground. So starting this off, we have some new cave biomes. Caves now have different biomes. There's only been 3 that's been mentioned so far. We've got the Lush Caves, we've got the Dripstone Caves, and we've got the Deep Dark biome as well. We'll go into detail about all 3 of those. So the first one that was shown off was the Lush Caves, and oh boy guys, this looks really cool. I've put some screenshots on for you guys now so you guys can see exactly what it is, but wow, just look at that. How nice does that look? Absolutely amazing. So we've also got some new flora that will be in the game. We've got Spore Blossoms. They're pink flowers on the roof of the caves, and they do drop particles. I think they light up as well. I don't know if they actually do anything, but you can move them. I don't know if you'll need a silk touch pickaxe to do anything like that, but they look really cool. We've also got some new vines that grow in the caves as well, as you guys can see, and they have orange berries on them. These do glow, and you can eat them as well once you pick them up. And the last major thing is the drip leaf plant that could be used for many different things. Obviously you guys seen my type of building style, more naturally overgrown, so this is probably going to be my favourite biome out of the new update, to be honest. But this new drip leaf can be jumped on, but once you jump on it, you only have a few seconds and then it will fall to the ground. So it will be kind of interesting to see how that works. You can use it as temporary stairs, but if you stay on it too long, it will fall to the ground, and you'll definitely go with it and definitely take some fall damage as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much the Lush Caves. As you guys can see, like I say, it looks absolutely fantastic. There's going to be so many things as well. There is a few new blocks and things like that, but I don't really know much information about that. Not much has been said about that, so we will have to look in that in a little bit more detail. But I think this is definitely going to be my favourite biome so far. Next, we've got the Dripstone Cave, and as you guys can see from the image, it looks absolutely phenomenal. In this, as you guys can see, we do have new things, stalagmites and stalactites. These are what's going to be the most interesting in this biome. If you destroy the block at the top of the stalactites, it will fall down to the ground, as you can imagine from a cave. Obviously, like an earthquake can send them shooting down to the ground, and apparently they do act like spikes, so they do hurt as well. So that'll be quite interesting. Also, if there's water above it, they do drip water, so if you put a cauldron or a bucket down or something underneath it, it will collect water. So it is actually a renewable source of water as well, which I found quite interesting. And the final biome that was somewhat mentioned is the deep dark biome. Now, we don't know whether this is the full name for it, but in here there is a few new things. The first thing is the Warden. He is a mob that can't see. He responds to sound and vibrations and things like that. So, for example, if you throw a snowball, it will distract him and things like that. I think the best way to describe it and things like that is the snake off Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Once it's blind, I suppose that's probably the closest thing that I can think of. But like I say, it is blind. But if he knows where you are, he will come for you. They can make your screen go dark briefly when one is nearby through their sensors as well. So they will be quite easy to find once you do get into the deep dark. And obviously, the deep dark is gonna be way down in your world. This isn't something that you're probably just gonna stumble on. But if you're in these type of cave systems, it probably wouldn't surprise me if you do find one of these deep dark biomes or something like that. So you'll definitely need to be careful when you're down there. So earlier we talked about the Lush Caves and things in the Lush Cave. Now, a new mob in this cave is the Axolotls. I think that's how you pronounce it. They live underwater and just, well, look at them. This is a few screenshots that they've sent us, and don't they look absolutely adorable? You can pick these up with a bucket. You can scoop them up as many as you can, I believe. I don't think it is limited to one, but they will help you exploring underwater caves and things like that, and they will attack enemies on sight. They'll play dead and also recover their health. So I would go as far as saying these are our first water pets of the sea. This is actually kind of cool. So obviously you've got your wolves and things like that on ground, and now in the water we've got these axolotls. But you can find these in Lush Caves, so we'll have to take a look at that. And yeah, it pretty much sounds like a new pet. They didn't confirm it was a pet, but that's pretty much what I'd say it is. Now, there's a few new blocks in this update as well. We've got crystal and amethyst geodes. You can find these in different caves and things like that, and you can also use them for specific crafting as well. We've been told that we have a new telescope in the game, and apparently the crystals will be one part of the items that you need to make the crystals, so it will be kind of interesting to see how this works. Obviously, if you guys have been using Optifine, you know you've kind of got a telescope anyway, but they have now officially added a telescope into the game, so you will need these crystals for it. As well as that, we have our first new ore block. We have copper. Of course, if you guys have played any other different modified version of Minecraft, you'll know copper's been a big part of the game for a while, but not the core game, except until now. Copper is finally going to be added into the game, and the telescope actually requires copper, so obviously the resource will be scattered around. Apparently it's quite similar to iron, but obviously it's orange. Like I said, if you guys have played other modified versions of Minecraft, it will obviously be quite familiar to you anyway. Now, one thing that will be quite interesting is the use of this for buildings and things like that, because over time, once exposed to oxygen, it changes colour onto a like a turquoisey colour instead of the browny orange that copper is usually, which is going to be quite interesting if you're using it for blocks. And as you guys can see, it looks like it's sort of degrading or changing colour to the turquoise colour. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's going to be really interesting making bricks out of this as well, so we will have to see what happens. Now, one thing about copper, which is going to be quite cool, is you can now make lightning rods as well, which is a new item added to the game. Now, obviously the main point of a lightning rod is to direct lightning onto the rod rather than something else. So, for example, if you you live out in a field and you make your house and roof out of wood, obviously we all know at the current situation, if a lightning strikes it, your roof is probably going to be bye-bye. Worst case scenario, your entire house is made of wood and, well, you'll have nothing left. But luckily now you can make these new lightning rods. So if you want to build your house out of the most flammable material in Minecraft, stick a lightning rod or a few of them on the roof and it will direct the lightning, which obviously, by the sounds of it, means your house will be lightning proof, which is it's not something we expected to be added, but I think that's a kind of cool addition. Now, one of the most interesting things about this is the deep dark biomes also gives us new things called skull growths. Now this is a new redstone power source, but one of the main characteristics for it is that it's actually wireless. So yes, we actually have wireless redstone now. If a skulk sensor detects footsteps or destroy/places blocks, it will emit a new redstone signal. These can be used to operate gadgets without a trail of redstone connecting the two different things, and also you can block off the wireless signal using wool as well. So if you only want it to go into a certain area or a certain place, if you put wool in between it, it will also act as a barrier, which is going to be absolutely amazing. You know, the possibilities for this is going to be absolutely fantastic. You know, city builds, castles, it's just absolutely amazing. So guys, that is it for all of the major updates that came out of it. I'm not going to talk about Minecraft Dungeons or anything like that because I don't play them, and I don't think it'd be right for me to give you guys an update on something like that I don't play. Obviously, I just mainly play the Java Edition Minecraft, but obviously it is absolutely amazing, and we've got so many different things going on and so many things that are going to be added to the game. It's going to be absolutely cool. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this update video. Like I said, once snapshots come out, which I would imagine to be at the earlier part of next year. They've said it's not going to be released until summer 21, so I suppose January is probably going to be the first taste of a snapshot that we get from it. But I do plan on updating you guys with everything in the snapshot, so if it gets released, I'll be putting update videos and things like that. I will be doing a lot more update videos on Minecraft. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Really interesting stuff coming out of Minecraft Live 2020. Like I said, probably one of the best updates that we've got in a while. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what is going to be your favourite feature out of this new update 1.17. Let me know down in the comments, and as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you all in a bit.